All right, guys, this is Jeff Sentell. Great conversation coming up here with Big Bear Alexander. This was right after he finished his maybe day and a half unofficial visit with Georgia. We're going to cover a lot of topics. We're going to talk about the visit, experiences, what was said, what was the coolest part of the trip. We're also going to touch on why he's going to take a lot of visits, and he's still going to give Coach Nick Williams and Texas A&M a look, but he's going to explain in detail what he thinks his definition of commitment will be. Big Bear Alexander is the highest rated current commitment in Georgia's class, an anchor commitment for Georgia's class. Check out this conversation right here on DawgNation.
Bear Alexander, fresh off of, I guess, a 2-day trip to Athens. Bear, what's in your mind what went through your mind as you left Athens and pointed back towards the airport? What sticks with you about that trip?
That I know that I'll be there in 5 months. I mean, it was a great trip being around family and knowing that this place is a place that's going to be home very soon.
Did it enhance the feelings? Did it reinforce the feelings for Georgia? How would you describe what this trip accomplished for you?
It got me knowing that this is gonna be the place I'm gonna go to. And then kind of just it put everything over the edge. Like, I already knew it was a good place, and they just kind of made it feel even more homey, gave me more home vibes.
With Georgia, it's not just the stuff and the Lamborghini seats. Isn't it the people? Is that how you feel about the relationship and the connection you have to the Georgia program right now?
Definitely. You got Coach Scott, you got Lannon, you got Coach Cochran, you got Kirby, of course. And then just the players within themselves, they speak highly of these people, and that kind of says it all.
What was your favorite thing you saw, or the coolest toy where you're like, all right, I'm going to have fun when I get here? What was the coolest thing there for you?
It was a massage chair, so it kind of went through my head all the way down through my feet, and it kind of just,
Bear, what was it like finally meeting Jordan Davis? I mean, you guys went side by side for a few pictures I saw, and that would be like the passing of the 99 and not the passing of the torch a little bit there. What was it like getting to know that guy?
Jordan is a good kid. He's someone that's going to be successful. He's going to go very high in the draft. And he was just telling me, you're a younger me, you're a little me. Just knowing that I'm going to be able to fulfill those shoes and be a stand-up leader and a guy that's going to lead right away and basically play the role that he played. Also, I got a chance to talk to Vontae, and Vontae speak highly of him. So, Jordan set a good example.
Do you already feel like a Bulldog? What is it? How would you answer that question?
I do. And then me and Coach Landon, we met before I left. He was just you've been loyal than most think. Yeah, I feel like a dog already. But I was just telling Coach Smart, had red, black, and white run through my veins.
I would want to ask you, it looks like, a couple of the guys in the class have already told me you're acting invested. You're saying everybody get in the group chat. We got a group meeting. Why do you feel led to do that?
I feel like I don't want to create that gap to where they feel okay, he's quiet or he doesn't say much. Or this is all this is serious now. So if I go on and limit the nonsense now, I feel like I needed to let them know right away that I'm invested in them and I'm gonna give them all.
What do you think was the funnest part of the visit, where you found yourself smiling a lot?
I would say it was Miss Reed touring me around, Logan Reed. I mean, she made it exciting. Energy is always high. So we was kind of in the car ride, just going around, seeing everywhere. Went by the dorms downtown, and she just made it feel so much, so comfortable, I would say.
So if you were the one giving the tour, and you had to take somebody to check out Georgia, what would be the first thing you'd show them?
It'll be the brand new locker room. Got a $12,000 locker, so that'll be the first spot.
When do you think you'll be coming to Georgia next? When's your next trip?
I think the officials it'll be during a game week, so yeah.
It sounded like you wanted to check with the players and make sure what you were feeling about Georgia was real. It sounded like you had a conversation with Jordan, had a conversation with Devontae. What sort of confidence did those conversations give you?
I mean, it gave me that boost, like, to know that those three guys and Julian Rochester, they would be leaving here soon, and that I'll be able to come in and be coming into a right situation.
Barry, everybody has a different version of the word committed. Committed might mean I'm not looking anywhere else, I'm not visiting anywhere else. Committed could also mean I haven't seen the school in 16 months and I want to take my trips. What do you think feels right to you with what you're going to do with your process with all these visits you have left?
I mean, of course, I'm going to get out and see places, and I made sure that was known. I feel like being committed somewhere is just being honest, being transparent with the coach, and letting them know, like, hey, I'm going to be going XYZ this place, and just being honest. So
I know Coach Williams was a big part of your recruitment. I know Coach Williams is a great recruiter and a great man. The players throughout the years have told me, man, that you really build a bond with Coach Nick. Now, him being at Texas A&M, what do you think about that? I mean, is that a school that out of loyalty to Coach Nick, you're going to give him a look, or how would you describe what your feelings like are there?
I mean, of course, I'm going to go by and see Coach Nick, but that's a good situation for him and his family. I'm proud, and I'm happy for Coach Nick, but it's unfortunate that he didn't stay at Georgia. I mean, that would have been nice, but I'm proud of Coach Nick.
What's on your mind as you head back to Texas? What's going through your mind?
And I'm ready to come back to Athens.
Did anybody, when they saw you for the first time, did they say anything funny, like Coach Lanning or Coach Scott or Jordan or Coach Smart? What were some of the reactions you got from coaches when you showed up?
My shoes, like, they keep always talking about my shoes. What size you wear? Like, those sneakers are very bright. Like, you a sneakerhead.
But what are your goals for your senior season? Where you got to get better? Where you got to improve? I guess what are you weighing right now, and what are you going to try to get down to?
I want to play around 310. Right now I'm around 325-ish. So just moving in tight spaces, being more flexible, getting lateral.
How much has Georgia changed? I think the last time you were there was when you had that July visit for a camp, I think, or was it?
It has changed drastically. Like, I think they moved the coach's office. They moved a lot of things around. Like, it's very different.
How would you describe Coach Smart's office now? What does that look like?
He got a good view. Like, he's able to sit down and see the whole of practice field. So his office is dope.
Barry Alexander. Let me be formal here and call him the Big Bear Alexander. Fresh off a visit to Georgia. I think you spent about a day and a half there. Bear, certainly appreciate your time today, and safe travels back to Texas.
Appreciate you.